Hello students, in previous lecture we learned about pollination, types of pollination, agents of pollination, then outbreeding devices that is contrivances and pollen pistil interactions. Today we are going to learn about double fertilization, entry of pollen tube into the ovule, then significance of double fertilization, development of endosperm and types of endosperm. We start with the double fertilization. Double fertilization is a unique and a complex fertilization process in angiospermic plant or flowering plant. The process of double fertilization was discovered by E.S.G. Navaschin in 1898 in plant like Lilium and Fritillaria species. After pollination, pollen grain germinates on the stigma to form a pollen tube. Pollen tube grows down toward the ovule to inside the ovary. It carries two male gametes along with it, then thin cytoplasm and a degenerating tube nucleus with it. The growth of pollen tube occurs at tip where most of the cytoplasm is concentrated, and on reaching the ovary a pollen tube mostly enter inside the ovule through the micropyle. When pollen tube enter inside the ovule through micropyle, that time it is called as porogamy. Sometimes it also enter through integuments, that time it is called as a mesogamy, and sometime it may enter inside the ovule through the chalazal end, that time it is called as chalazogamy. Irrespective of the place of entry into the ovule, a pollen tube always enters the embryo sac near the egg apparatus. Then filiform apparatus of the synergid attract the pollen tube towards the egg apparatus. The tip of the pollen tube absorb water or watery content from one of the synergid and burst open to release the two male gametes inside the ovule. As non-motile male gametes are carried through the hollow pollen tube, the process is called as siphonogamy that ensure the process of fertilization. Syngamy and triple fusion are two important events of sexual reproduction in angiospermic plant. This diagram shows the entry of pollen tube inside the ovary. First of all, look at the diagram. Here, this pollen tube passes through the micropyle. This pollen tube enter inside the ovule through the micropyle. Therefore, it is called as a porogamy. In some cases, the pollen tube may enter inside the ovule through the chalazal end. That time, it is called as chalazogamy. And occasionally, pollen tube may enter inside the ovule through the integuments. That time, it is called as mesogamy. Syngamy and fusion of haploid male gamete. Syngamy is the fusion of haploid male gamete with haploid female gamete to produce a diploid zygote. Whereas in triple fusion, second haploid male gamete fuses with diploid secondary nucleus, producing primary endosperm nucleus that develops into triploid endosperm. The zygote develops into an embryo. Syngamy is a type of generative fertilization, whereas triple fusion is a type of vegetative fertilization. In this case, that is in double fertilization, both the male gametes participate and therefore it is called as double fertilization. This diagram shows germination events or process of pollen germination on the stigmatic surface and entry of pollen tube through style, and finally pollen tube enters to the ovule. Here you can see more details about the double fertilization. During syngamy, one male gamete fuses with the egg cell to form zygote, and another male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus to form triploid endosperm nucleus. Now see the significance of double fertilization. Double fertilization involves the use of both the male gametes. This avoids the chances of polyembryony and increase the chances of survival of the future plant. It consists of double fusions and results in the formation of two products. First fertilization product restore diploidy in the life cycle. Diploid zygote develops into embryo which subsequently develops into new plant. Then second fertilization product known as triploid primary endosperm nucleus, also called as a primary endosperm nucleus, which develops to form a nutritive tissue called as endosperm. This endosperm provides nutrition for developing embryo. The triploid endosperm gives better nutrition to the developing embryo. Therefore, seeds are more viable in angiospermic plant. Now see about the development of endosperm. The primary endosperm cell divides repeatedly by mitosis and forms a triploid endosperm tissue. The cells of this tissue are filled with reserve food material and are used for the nutrition of the developing embryo. On the basis of mode of development, endosperms are classified into three different types. These are nuclear endosperm, cellular endosperm, and halobial endosperm. This diagram shows various types of endosperms. See here, in nuclear endosperm, primary endosperm nucleus divide mitotically, and then these nuclei move toward the periphery of the embryo sac, and later on wall formation take place to form a cellular mass inside the embryo sac. Then in second type, cellular form, the primary endosperm nucleus divide in this way, and which is immediately followed by wall formation. Then each cell further divides and gives rise endosperm. In third type, halobial type, the primary endosperm nucleus divide into two, and which is immediately followed by wall formation, and then after that each nuclei of both the cells divide through nuclear division like in nuclear type of endosperm, and gives rise the endosperm. In this way, we have learned some important events of sexual reproduction in angiosperm. Thank you.